A few days ago, Russian reconnaissance failed to capture our town. Our guard was surprisingly vigilant, and in spite of the dark night they spotted the Russian group in time. The shooting started and the Russians rolled back to their positions. The night firefight turned out for our side without losses, but in the morning it was discovered that our field officer had lost an excellent accordion, on which, by the way, this underachiever did not even know how to play. According to rumors, he won the accordion from one of the staff rats at cards. At first we rejoiced and laughed, as this rat should, because we hated him with all our souls. He drove us to our deaths every day in order to get some frontline award. A reward on the bones of the soldiers who had already been laid in the loose Russian soil. If we couldn't do anything to the Feldfebel, we were glad that at least the Russians could make him angry. But then we didn't laugh at all. Unlike our field officer, the Russians had a man who could play this instrument, and he played it often and every day. Every day from our trench we began to listen to the Russian playing his songs, and then mortar fire followed and someone was killed in our trenches. After the shelling he would start playing again, one single short song. Then we could not understand what he was singing, some oohs and sighs, but every day it was repeated and someone would die and the Russian would start playing again. Pampel even brought an interpreter from the rear dugout who translated the words of the Russian song to us, and it turned out something like "Oh, oh, the crowd died today." And really, we started to think it was an evil fate. Somebody would die and the Russian would start singing his damn song again. We began to associate that Russian and the accordion with death. We joked unhappily that whoever killed him would get a furlough home and an Iron Cross. Here, in the trenches, soldiers had to invent some goal for the next day to survive and not go crazy. We didn't need Moscow or other capitals of the world, we needed this accordionist. Maybe the purpose of the whole war is to destroy him. Once a bullet finds him, maybe the war will be over. It sounds like nonsense, of course, but we weren't in the mood for jokes. More artillery fire and we pressed our faces into the ground and dirt, just to avoid being hit. When the shelling was over, there were moans and death screams in the neighboring trench, and the Russian took out an accordion and started playing the same song again. We all dreamed of destroying him.